present at the meeting when we talked about ADUs, okay? And I would say there was no less than 20-some people that spoke in favor of ADUs and asked the council to be receptive to it. And there was one person that was not in agreement and did not want to see ADUs. The city manager stood up there and gave us a very long, very detailed, very fast report. I didn't understand all of it, so I called him the next day and said, I didn't quite catch this part and I didn't quite catch this part. So he elaborated for me more. And one of the things he said, the reason that there was probably only about 60 lots in the city of Gulfport that could accommodate an ADU was because, first of all, you have to rule out any lots that are in the floodplain. That just would not be acceptable. And then you get down to lot size. He was telling me, and I had to believe him, that you have to have a minimum square footage of approximately 9,000 square feet. That's the way I remembered it, that he said, so that was why it would be limited. So then at one point the mayor said, because so many people had spoke out in favor of it, so how many of you would be open to doing that? And like 10 or 11 people raised their hands, okay? So that was a pretty good response to get 10 people in one room to agree to anything, okay? So I thought that was pretty good. The second thing was another one of our council members, I can say Paul Ray since he doesn't live here anymore, but he hasn't resigned. He stated that it would create, no, he didn't say this. What he said was, I've talked to my neighbors and we don't want it. That was his entire comment. Another one of our council people said that they had extreme concerns about parking issues. Now this was following the city manager explaining to us that the only places that would probably be eligible because of the size of the lots are probably in Ward 3 and Ward 4. Those of you that live in Ward 3 and Ward 4, I don't think parking is your top issue. Your number one problem. So I thought that all of that was very interesting. Bottom line, this is how it was summarized. Well, I don't believe that we need to spend any money, any staff time looking into this because it would be, there's a mere 60 homes at one total. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, geez, 60? How many employees of our restaurants, 60, that have to travel longer distances? How many of us have aging parents, 94-year-old, needing places to live? So let's put some conditions on it. We put conditions on other things. Let's be open to ADUs and make it conditional. Oh, I have more to say, but.